Brandon, second year doing this. First of all, what's your comfort level now? Like, when did the game slow down for you last year? And going into this year, where's the comfort level for you, Brandon Coleman?
Yeah, I think it started like week 8 or 9. I came back from that concussion, and I started starting playing full games, and that's kind of where it slowed down. I think everybody online will tell you it's hard to get comfortable in a game when you always get switched out, and like rotate. Like me and Cornelius, we obviously rotated a lot last year, so being able to actually settle in and like see a full game and adjust to the ends that I'm playing against was big. But then also just seeing like how certain players play, the speed of the game. I worked on that a lot this offseason. Just the speed that I have to work on things, the way to run off the ball, stuff like that is also stuff I just want to work on for myself, the pad level. And then in camp, it's just, it's just a lot of self-assessment that made it a lot easier this year. Last year, I just came in and didn't know what to expect. I just worked on things that Coach told me to work on. But this year, on top of the basic things that he wants me to work on, is also things that I self-assessed. Like I said, the pad level, running off the ball, certain things with my hand placement, things that I can also just like work on by myself.
Coach today in his press conference mentioned you as one of the second-year players that has really shown him a lot. You hearing that, how does that make you feel that the head coach is noticing what you just said about your improvements and your?
It's great to hear that. Obviously, it helps a little bit, but at the end of the day, I don't really listen to that stuff just because I'm very self-critical. And even though they think that's good, obviously there's improvement, but I don't think it's where we're supposed to be at all. So I just kind of stay in my own bubble in terms of seeing where I'm at. I don't really, coaches obviously tell me where I'm at, and that's good, and I want to also hear that. But in terms of my self-assessment, where I'm at, I kind of have my own scale, and I want to be perfect. I know nobody's ever going to be perfect, but that's why I talk to guys like Kinlaw, all those guys on the D-line, because they can see it a lot better than coaches sometimes because they actually feel me go against them. So even if they say my foot placement's good, Kinlaw might say, oh yeah, it was good, but your hands. There's always something that I can tweak no matter what I'm working on. One thing was good, maybe one thing was not so good. So I always think there's always one thing that I can correct in those practice moments.
When they bring in a Laramie Tunsil and you have Josh Connerly and you see this offensive line, does it make you kind of smile inside like, oh, this could be really good? Injuries withstanding, this could be really good because the talent is just there.
For sure. It's not just the talent. These are tremendous guys we have in the room. Everybody I feel like in this room, other than obviously Josh and Tim, have experience playing in the league. And on top of that, everybody's willing to work. There's never not one day out here where anybody was out here and just dragging butt. Everybody's coming to work every day, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the weather is or how they're feeling. Everybody's eager to learn, eager to work and get better. And it can be hard to find that in every single guy in the O-line group. But if you have guys that are talented and mix that with the mindset that they have, the humility, the eagerness to learn and work on things with each other, it's just going to make the room a lot better and makes me excited for the season.
When you talk about the iron sharpening iron, when you talk to some of the defensive players, yep. I see a lot of pockets of that all over the field, like the older players teaching the younger players. Is that making this kind of like a better unit, as a better team, because you're learning from all of these veterans?
100%, and I think it has the biggest impact for rookies. I know obviously from last year, I came in, I didn't really know where I was at, what to expect. But if you have these older guys, even second-year guys, I'm trying to help Josh and these guys out and just talk to them, it makes them a lot more comfortable being here. They know what to expect. They know they can make mistakes. They're in an environment where they're allowed to grow in every way or form. And, when you have guys like Tunsil, like Vaughn, like B-Rob, just talking to the young guys, we got Luvu, Frankie, or Luvu and Bobby talking to all these guys, just giving them confidence, giving them pointers. It makes them come out here and want to do things at full speed, but also not scared to make mistakes, and that's just going to make us better.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Have a good one.